What made your sweet grandma snap in front of the entire family? My ex Brandon showed up to our family cookout completely uninvited, acting like nothing happened between us. He waltzed right up to my dad and started talking about the baseball game like they were best friends. I was furious. This guy had ghosted me for 2 weeks. Then I found out he was seeing someone else the entire time. But my family didn't know any of that. They still thought he was this sweet guy who just had commitment issues. He spent the whole afternoon complimenting my mom's potato salad, helping my uncle flip burgers, playing catch with my little cousins. The manipulation was unreal, but it was working. I know I messed up with your daughter, he announced to everyone during dinner, his voice cracking just enough to sound vulnerable. But I've learned from my mistakes. I want to make things right. My aunts were practically swooning. Oh honey, everyone deserves a second chance, Aunt Linda said, patting his shoulder. My dad nodded approvingly. Takes a real man to admit when he's wrong, son. I wanted to scream. This guy was playing them like fiddles while I sat there looking like the bitter ex. Every sympathetic look felt like a knife. I've been going to therapy, Brandon continued, laying it on thick, working on myself, trying to become the man she deserves. My mom actually got teary-eyed. That's so mature of you, Brandon. Growth is beautiful. I felt like I was drowning. Nobody asked how I felt. They were all falling for his performance. Meanwhile, my 78-year-old grandma sat quietly in her lawn chair, watching with that sweet smile she always wore. She hadn't said a word, but her eyes never left Brandon's face. I know I hurt her, and I hate myself for that, Brandon continued, his voice getting shakier. But I'm ready to fight for what we had. Some things are worth fighting for, right? The whole family was eating it up. My cousin Sarah whispered, he seems really sincere. Maybe you should give him another chance. I felt tears burning behind my eyes. How could they not see through this? How could they take his side without even hearing mine? That's when my grandma slowly reached into her purse and pulled out her old flip phone. She looked at Brandon with that same gentle smile, but something had shifted in her eyes. Brandon, sweetheart, she called out in her soft voice. I think there's someone who'd love to hear about how much you've changed. She started dialing while everyone watched curiously. My heart was pounding. Hi, honey. Is this Megan? Grandma said loudly enough for everyone to hear. Yes, this is Brandon's girlfriend's grandmother. I'm here with Brandon at our family dinner. Brandon's face went completely white. The color drained so fast, I thought he might faint. He's telling everyone how much he loves my granddaughter and wants to get back together. Isn't that interesting? The silence was deafening. You could hear a pin drop. 20 pairs of eyes turned to stare at Brandon, whose mouth was opening and closing like a fish. Oh, you're his girlfriend of 6 months? And you're pregnant? Well, isn't that something? My mom gasped. My dad's jaw dropped. Brandon jumped up so fast he knocked over his chair, sending potato salad flying everywhere. What's that, dear? He told you my granddaughter was just some crazy stalker ex? How fascinating. The words hit like a slap. My whole family turned to look at me with horror and understanding finally dawning in their eyes. Grandma held the phone up higher so everyone could hear the girl on the other end crying and yelling. Who is this? Brandon, what the hell is going on? You said she was psycho. Yes, honey, he's right here. Would you like to talk to him? Brandon grabbed his keys and sprinted to his car faster than I'd ever seen anyone move, leaving behind a family full of shocked faces and one very satisfied grandma. She hung up and smiled at the stunned crowd. Well, that was enlightening. The silence stretched forever before my dad finally spoke. Sweetheart, why didn't you tell us? And for the first time in months, I felt like I could finally breathe.